Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Fernando, and basically I got a new camcorder, and that's obviously what I'm using here to videotape myself. I got it just a couple of last weekend, I think. I won it at a company dinner, and I'm pretty excited about that because I'm a fisherman. I'm a real big fisherman, and I enjoy it a lot. And I always look on YouTube, and I always look at what people are doing, and I always want to learn new things, and I always want to make myself better. So I take ideas from everybody. A lot of people say, Fernando, you do go fishing often and you catch a lot of fish, and what's your secret? And basically, I tell them that I never ever stop learning. I learn something every time I go, and I learn something from everyone that I fish with, and it's my key to success. And so that being said, hopefully as the season continues, the season's just starting. It's very early. It's only February. The water's too cold, and I'm not going to make the trip down there. I'll make more videos, and hopefully, I'll post them up on YouTube. I'm going to try and post this one up so, you all can see what we here in South Texas are doing. I live in the South Texas area, and I fish Redfish Bay. I fish the Upper Laguna Madre, and San Antonio Bay and things like that. That's the flats. I'm an inshore fisherman, and so that's what we do. I chase redfish and speckled trout. The big fish, the predominant fish everybody's after here. So basically, right now I want to go through what I have in my tackle box. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, basically everything that I have laid out here on this table is not everything that I own, but everything that I carry in my tackle box. I know it seems like a lot to just come out of a simple bag like that. I got that bag at Academy 2 years ago, and I pack it up to the fullest with all this goodies here. I'm an artificial lure fisherman. I do fish live bait and I do fish cut bait when these aren't working, because nothing beats live bait. Obviously, it's nature. God intended for the big fish to eat the little fish. I have 4 compartments that I always carry, 4 trays. One has my topwater lures, the other has my spoons and my shrimp, my artificial shrimp that I use under a popping cork. The next one is my terminal tackle. I have weights, not too much weight because I don't fish in the surf. The heaviest weight I have is a 1/2 ounce egg weight. I use it to Carolina rig, pin perch or mullet. I'm fishing live bait on the bottom. And then my last one here is my popping corks that I use. I like pink. For some reason, all the popping corks that I have, I won't buy a yellow one. I won't buy a green one. I like pink ones. I don't know why. I also have a deep diver here. I carry it. It's a bass lure. I carry it with me because I fish at Calaveras Lake and Bronick Lake. And those work really well when the fish are schooling up and you can get a bait down there, 10, 15 feet, right in the strike zone. And then swim baits, I have a whole bunch of these storm lures right here. Those also work really well here at my local lakes. I've never thrown one out on the coast, but I do it a lot. Let's go back to my top waters. There's a few different type of top waters. If you didn't know, not all top waters are the same. These here, this pink one and this blue one, these are called Skitterwalk, made by Rapala. They're very good. What makes them a skitterwalk, you can always tell it's a skitterwalk because they have the front, the point of them is very sharp, like a great white, like a big shark, and it just chugs through the water like it's looking for something to do. They're not very tough. They get eaten by bigger fish. Right next to it, I have my favorite, which is a she-dog. This is a she-dog because it is a very high pitch topwater. If you listen, it has rattles in there, and it rattles louder than any other topwater that I have. I'm sure there's something out there that's louder, but this is the best that I could find. There's some top dogs, and then here's another top dog that I have. I can't get it apart. It's this one right here. This has a little chugger deal right here in the front of it. So as it scoops through the water, as I'm walking the dog, should I say, it kind of chugs the water and it makes a little splash, makes a whole bunch of commotion. It has a little rattle in there as well. And then right here I have this right here. You can only see what I go through every time I try to pull top water out. Here it is. This is a Catch 2000. Catch 2000 is a suspended bait, and it works really well when you're fishing the flats, 2 to 3 feet of water. But if you're fishing shallow flats like I fish most of the time, it can be kind of counterproductive because I'm fishing a lot of grass areas and I pick up a lot of grass with the suspended bait. That's the only thing I don't like about it. And then my last one here is my Zara Spook. I have Zara Spook Jr. I hear a lot of good things about it. I personally have never caught anything with it. I've thrown it, I also haven't thrown it too many times. I've probably thrown it maybe on 5 or 6 different occasions for 4 or 5 times. I get really bored easily with these topwaters. However, my father, my old man, swears by them. I just don't have the luck he has. But someday I will. I will have that luck. That's why I have a whole bunch of them. Next is my favorite. Right here. These are my spoons and my shrimp. My personal favorite is the brass spoon with the honeycomb deal. I don't know who makes it. I bought this at Roy's Bait and Tackle, so I don't know who the manufacturer is. But this is my favorite, brass color. I can't find them. They're also $6, $7 a pop. That's why I don't buy too many. And these are your classic Johnson spoons. They don't come with these barrel swivels on there. I actually add these barrel swivels myself. I add it because I like the way that it gives it a little bit more action. It lets it, lets it move a little more freely. I enjoy it a lot. I have some silver slabs here. I use these silver slabs when I'm fishing at, Calaveras Lake for those redfish that are down low. And then this is my little invention. I'm sure somebody's done it, but this is my invention. I just made it the other day, and I'm waiting to try it out. It's a regular Johnson spoon, and I bought a skirt that's supposed to go on a spinnerbait. It's actually, if you can look really closely, it's like red with, it's black with red flakes, like a morning glory type color. I think it's going to be pretty productive, and I can't wait to use it. I have some, redfish magic baits in there and everything. And these are my shrimps. If you were in case you were wondering what these are for, these are DOA shrimps. Not all of them are DOA shrimps. These are my H&H shrimps. I like H&H shrimps a whole bunch. Nothing against DOA. They're very good. However, I like to be as conservative as possible and save a little bit of money when I can. And these H&H are a little, just a little less expensive. But also, both very good lures. Over here's my terminal tackle. My terminal tackle is pretty simple. The thing I probably use the most is a 1/4 ounce jig head. My 1/4 ounce jig heads, these have Gamakatsu hooks on them. They're a little more, top notch. But you can, any 1/4 ounce jig heads work really well. I like the screw locks. Some people don't like screw locks. I do. I like them a lot just because you can keep a lure on there a little bit longer, and it won't break off every single time you have a strike. I have some weightless. That one doesn't have it. But there's some weightless deals, weightless hooks. There's a 1/8 ounce, 3/4 ounce, all that good stuff. Egg weights. Oh, and here are my swivels and my split rings that I use to connect to my spoons. I always keep them handy. When I'm fishing cut bait on the bottom, I always use a wide gap hook, size number 5. It's my favorite. It's a little big, however, I catch big redfish, big bait, big fish. And then here's my poppers, my Cajun Thunders. Cajun Thunders are very good. I enjoy them so much. I bought these a while back. These are made by Marshworks. Same concept, but they have they're not oval and they're a little shorter of the wire. They both work real well. Both very durable. I think I've used this one. Literally used it all of last year, and every time I go fishing, and I went fishing probably. I made the trip down to the coast at least 22 times, 23 times, and I use this about 20 times. Very durable. Now let's go to the plastics. My bread and butter. This one in particular is my bread and butter. This is the Texas Tackle Factory Morning Glory Red Killer. I have caught well over 10 reds on that one. I mean, and I've caught a lot of reds. But that one, is very productive for me. When nothing else is working, I pull one out. And on 2 occasions, nothing has been hitting. And the only reds that I caught for the day came off this guy. I know this looks like a plug for the Texas Tackle Factory, but I have some Norton lures in there. Norton lures are absolutely my favorite, next to my Morning Glory Red Killer. I have some brown lures. Brown lures are really well. They have a lot of good action in them. But in my opinion, they're just not as durable as the Texas Tackle Factory lure or the Norton lure in particular. The Norton lure is just a big, bulky bait, and because of that, it's just very, very durable. The Norton lure I like to use the most is the sand eel. Not the sand eel junior, but just the regular sand eel. It's got good action. I put a 1/4 ounce jig head on it, and I'll throw it and I'll fish, you know, catch a lot of trout, catch a lot of redfish with them. They're my favorite. As you go over, I have all kinds of colors, you know. I have the bone catcher, I have chartreuse, pumpkins, salt and pepper, everything really. East Beast. These are all, you know, opening night, I think that is. Red and white, shrimp tails. This is another Morning Glory. Same concept as this one, as the Texas Tackle Factory makes. This is the Red Killer, has a paddle tail, and this is the Norton Lures sand eel. Same colors, both Morning Glory, just different designs. Both of them work very well. Here's some just more Red Killers. I have, you know, the little killer flat minnows. I have the Texas Trout Killers, are very productive. Oh, look what I have. This is my leader line. A lot of people ask, you know, do I hook up my lures and my top waters directly to my braided line? No, I don't. I use 20-pound braided line, Power Pro braided line, and it's very strong. However, it's very easy to get broken off by a sharp object, by a rock, or in particularly a redfish gill. When they roll over, they have sharp gills and they can't cut braided line, so I use fluorocarbon. And then here's some more, you know, just some more plastics that I use. A lot of productive things that and every day, you know, I just learn to, I try to learn more and more. Basically, that's basically all I carry with me at any given time when I go fishing. Sometimes I downsize if I'm going to only make a day trip, and I'll put a whole bunch of stuff in just in one container. But for the most part, this is what I keep. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed my video. I hope it helps you out in case you were wondering, you know, what people in Texas use to fish with. And please understand that this isn't, you know, exclusively what we use. This is just a fraction of what I use. And let me know what you think. Thanks a lot, guys.